Everybody, been a while. Today we are going to prep the WRX for Rallycross. We have the Detroit Region SCCA event tomorrow. I haven't done any events since that last autocross, and some of you guys that know me know that I used to do a lot of the Rallycross events near Detroit. So I have the car sitting around. I'm not doing anything with it, and I thought it would be fun. Today we got to get it ready, so we're gonna do snow tires. I was between these old Blizzaks that are they're just old. They've been around forever, but I'm never gonna drive those on the street again. So if they get destroyed, not a big deal. And they're a little wider than these 215s. Those are still nice, and I'm keeping those. I'd rather not, damage them or destroy them. But these, I don't care. They're just sitting outside. I don't care. So I'll probably put those on. I think that'll be the move. We'll have to do an oil change. I might have to go to O'Reilly's if I don't have like another quart laying around, which I think I do, but I didn't feel like buying 2 gallons. Didn't have a chance to go buy some stock WRX suspension from some guy that I met, but we can raise the coil over. So I'm probably gonna raise it an inch or so just to kind of help out with clearance. And then we're gonna need to zero out the camber a little bit. The camber plates are like maxed out. I don't know why the previous owner did that, but we'll do that, and then we'll have to jump start the car. That'll be about it. As far as stuff to do to the car here today, so we're gonna do those things. I'll have to run up and do some stuff at my sister's cabin afterwards, and then when I get back from that, I'll have to run across town and pick up the trailer. At least that's the plan. I might drive the car, but I'm not totally sure, but I'd rather just trailer it up. It's 115 miles away, and my truck is probably still gonna do better on gas towing than the WRX would. And in the event something does happen, I already have a trailer. So let's get to it. All right, we got the oil change now. We're gonna do these camber plates. We're just gonna zero them out right about there. I think that ought to take care of the front. The back isn't as bad, but we'll see if there's camber plates in the back. I've actually never checked, and if there are, we'll bring that side out a little bit too. I think I'm obviously taking those wheels off. Instead of doing those wheels I showed earlier, I'll probably do the ones that are on the Impreza. I just maybe a little more confidence in those. So let's get these wheels off and adjust those plates. Okay, I'll be transparent. Obviously, rotors are crusty. I don't drive it, so that builds up. But these rotors are old. Pads are basically towards the end of their life, but I am not going to drive it much. So I've got fresh pads and rotors, but for this event, it's low speed and whatnot. It's just a Rallycross. You'll see. These will get us by for this round, and then next time I do anything, if I'm going to do another one, I'll just replace the brakes. Luckily, I have it laying around already, and then I think I have some stainless steel braided brake lines, which are night and day if you don't have them. I went up about 1/2 of an inch. I'm not a suspension expert. I've actually only adjusted coilovers once because I've never really needed to. So to raise, this is your locking ring. So you'll turn it counterclockwise. It'll go up, kind of get it out of the way. And then you don't want to mess with this top one unless you're messing with spring rake, I believe. It was suggested to put a line on here so you can kind of keep track of how many rotations you do. I did 4 rotations, and you will spin off of this one counterclockwise. So that's what I did. I think that'll be good. The sidewalls on the tires I'm putting on are about 10 mil higher as well. So I think that ought to get us where we want to go. On top of that, cambers are going to be taken care of, so that might help it a little bit to be a little more squared up. So I'm going to get the wheel on this, and then I'm going to get to the back. I would like to highlight right now that the fitment is bad. It's real bad. These are 06, 07 stock WRX wheels. Like I said, they're 215, so a little bit of a smaller tire. I just pulled some 235s off of it that were 17x8, but whatever. It's gonna get us by. You can see that ride height is much better all the way around. I think that'll give us enough clearance for what it is we're doing. So I'm happy with it. If we keep doing them, we'll figure out a different wheel setup anyway. So this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. So it's already raised on this side with the wheel swap. Oil change is fresh, ready to go. All I gotta do is swap the wheels on the other side and raise those 2 coilovers, and then jump it, and we should be good. Another good reason before events that you should nut and bolt check, especially when you buy cars that are modified from just people you don't know. Like, I cut corners, but I know the corners I cut, and I know what's gonna stay safe and reliable. It might just not be like the best way to do something, but it's the most like cost effective and time, best for time. But like, That's not ideal, obviously. So always nut and bolt check. You know what? And another, right now is another great opportunity to go ahead and point out, like, keep your garage clean, because I've got like a 22 by like 26 or 24 by 26 garage, and it's just cluttered. I got a car that's been on stands, and so I'm always stuck doing things in the driveway unless it's engine related. So go clean your garage. Okay, cool. Lifted back up to basically normal ride height. Camber's taken care of in the front, still a little in the back, not really worried about it, just easy to kind of leave it. No big deal. All the fluids are good, fresh oil change, and some wonky fitment. Very wonky. Whatever though, pretty happy with how easy everything was to just knock out real quick.